everyone, I'm back to make a new batch of soap. This one's going to be called Mistletoe Kisses, and I'm using Indigo Fragrance Peppermint and Balsam Fragrance Oil. I am going to be placing on top of these bars these little confetti that I made ahead of time, and I flavored that with what I had left over from Indigo Fragrance Home for the Holidays and Christmas Cookie, and it smells so good. And then these two scents smell wonderful together. I have my lye getting ready to put it all together. This time I'm using coconut milk. So in order for the sugars not to burn, I went ahead and made ice cubes out of my coconut milk. So that way when the lye hits the coconut milk, the reaction isn't severe to burn the sugars within the coconut milk and turn it a yucky brown. So it's best to go ahead and just make ice cubes, and you add just very little bit of lye at a time. It is a tedious process, but it's for the best results, and it adds such a nice silky feeling into your soaps. So I'm going to go ahead and go outside and mix my lye, because as always you have to use lye safety precautions. You really do have to respect this chemical. I like to use gloves, mask, goggles in a well-ventilated area, hence why I go outside. I also have white vinegar on hand. It is its neutralizer. So if you have a little bit of a spill or, a little accident, which can tend to happen, just use some white vinegar and it go ahead and neutralizes it. I have my oils heating up, so everything is on its way. And as always, I'll bring you back as the process continues. All right, I went and mixed my coconut milk and water with my lye. I also added 3% titanium dioxide, so it'll make for a nice white bar, because I want to mix some really pretty colors. And I'm still working with colors, to tell you the honest truth. Most of the time they come out exactly the way I want. Sometimes they don't. But I found really good colors at online, and so I just want to try them. This is a pearl green, a pearl pink, and a pearl white. So I'm going to add the pearl white to my main base, and then I'll do a pink and green swirl, because again, this is going to be Mistletoe Kisses, and I'm using peppermint. The full ounce, I'm going to use peppermint from Indigo Fragrance and balsam. And then I have these awesome little confettis that I made ahead of time, and I used leftover Indigo Fragrance Home for the Holidays and Christmas Cookie on each layer, and it just smells so good. So I have my lye solution in a cool bath because it was extremely hot. My oils are approximately 105, 106. My lye was still up in the 130s. So I want to bring that temperature down. And then I'll mix the two together and bring it up to trace, and I'll show you that when that occurs. Cool down nicely. My lye solution was at 95 degrees and my oils were at 93 degrees. So I went ahead and mixed them. I have them up to a light trace. I went ahead and added my sodium lactate to the entire batch, so it makes for a harder bar. I'm going to split my batch and do the colors in this bowl and then bring it back to the white base. I'm adding a full ounce of peppermint fragrance oil by Indigo Fragrance, and I haven't decided how much balsam I'm going to add. We're going to play with that. But for the peppermint oil, I'm looking to make sure that it doesn't set up my soap, that it doesn't discolor my soap, and that the scent holds up. And usually with Indigo fragrances, I have never ever been disappointed. They've always just worked so beautifully in all of my soaps. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with the process, and then I'll bring you back and show you what each step looks like. Here are my three colors. I have pearl green, pearl pink, and pearl white. I'm going to mix, do an in the pot swirl and mix that to my main base. My main base is going to be 1 ounce of peppermint oil, and I'm going to be mixing a little bit of balsam in each of these colorants right now to make a nice mistletoe kiss type smell. So I'm going to go ahead and continue this before my soap sets up, and I'll bring you back to show you what it looks like in the mold. Everything in the mold. Everything held up beautifully. The color, the smell is incredible. It smells like Christmas in here. and it was so workable. This soap did not set up at all. It stayed exactly the way I needed it to at a light trace. So that way I could mix my colors well. I could go ahead and put it in the mold easily without it clumping up. I had a little bit left over, so I went ahead and added it to another little mold. I'm going to let this saponify for a little bit because my topping is actually made out of melt and pour soap, and I don't want the heat from the soap melting the confetti. So I'm going to wait a couple hours and then I'll just adhere it to the top with some rubbing alcohol. But this is the finished product so far, and it smells really good, and we'll unmold it in 24 hours and I'll show you what it all looks like. Thanks for watching. It's been 24 hours, so I went ahead and unmolded the Mistletoe Kisses, and it smells delicious and it looks fantastic. I'm really excited how it all turned out. It's very faint, the coloring. I'm hoping as it continues to cure, that the colors will become a little bit more vibrant, but it smells incredible. So this will be ready in about 4 weeks, and I'll have it on my website. Thanks for watching.